We was discussing about the few questions related to the mole fraction, molarity and molality. Okay, I hope that you people have practiced the more questions from that portion. Now let's begin with the further new topic. Now in the previous class I was discussing that what is the meaning of the solubility. I just revised everything. Solubility means what? It is the maximum amount of solute which can be dissolved in the specific amount of solvent at a room temperature. Now in that particular thing we come across with the two definitions, that was the crystallization and the dissolution. We say that a crystallization is taking place if the interaction is taking place between the solute and solute particles. Means agar solute or solute particles they are going to interact, then it means crystallization is taking place. But when any, you can say, solute particle is going to attract with the water molecule, you can say there is the interaction between the solute and the solvent, then that particular interaction will be named as the dissolution. Then further we differentiated the different type of the solutions, that was the saturated, unsaturated and the supersaturated solutions. Then I discussed with the solids and the liquids. In the solids with the liquids, we did the factors. The first factor was the nature of solute and solvent. In that particular case, I told you that the like dissolves like. Means if you are going to have the polar solvent, then it is going to dissolve in the polar, sorry, if you are having a polar solute, then it is going to dissolve in the polar solvent only. And if you are going to have the non-polar, then it is going to dissolve in the non-polar solvent only. Then we did with the temperature. In the case of the temperature, I told you that if it is an exothermic process, if you are going to have a exothermic process, then with the increase, the solubility is going to increase with the increase in the temperature. Means if you are going to raise the temperature, then solubility will also going to increase. But in the case, uh, sorry, if we are having the endothermic, but if you are going to have the exothermic process, in the case of exothermic process, the solubility is going to decrease with increase in temperature. Okay, then we discussed that in this particular case, if say suppose you are going to have the hydrated salt, तो hydrated salt के case में there was the one definition which come across, that was the transition temperature. Yes, who is going to tell me what is transition temperature? What is transition temperature? Tell fast. My voice is coming to all of you or not coming? That no one is going isn't replying over here. Harshit, Garima, Muskan,
Temperature where crystallization is removed.
temperature. Yes. It is a temperature at which we can say that all the water of crystallization is removed. Okay, in that particular case we studied starting में what is going to happen, like whenever you are going to have the uh, hydrated salt in starting, your solubility is going to increase and then it is going to decrease. So this temperature is going to called as a transition temperature. Means we say that solubility is going to increase till there is a water of crystallization, and the moment when overall water of crystallization is gone, solubility is going to start decreasing. This transition temperature is going to be fixed for each and every salt. In that case, I gave you the example of the two salts, that is your Na2SO4 10H2O 32.8 degrees C, and then FeSO4 7H2O, it is 61.8 degrees C. So at least two example you should learn. Up to here, I hope no issues with anyone. Yes, यहाँ तक सबको
Yes,
इस
ma'am.
okay fine. So let's begin with the next topic in this chapter. That is solubility of gases in liquids. Now when we talk about the solubility of gases in the liquids, जितने भी whatever we are going over here is what, that this solubility of gases, first of all thing is what, that this solubility of gases in liquids is very greatly affected by the pressure as well as by the temperature. Okay, now factors on which it depends. The first factor is going to be nature of gas. Now in this particular case we say those gases which react more effectively with the solvent are going to be more soluble, or you can say that gases which are easily liquefiable, they are going to be more soluble. Gases which are easily liquefiable are more soluble. Okay, then the next thing in this come your liquefaction of a gas. This liquefaction of a gas, we say that you can denote it by the TC, and you can call it as a critical temperature of a gas. Now this critical temperature of a gas, what does it mean? This critical temperature of a gas, it is the temperature above which gas cannot be liquefied. You cannot temperature above which gas cannot be liquefied. Now we say that higher the critical temperature, more easily gas will be liquefied. ये छोटे छोटे points हैं, you have to remember. Higher the critical temperature more easily it is liquefied. Okay. For example, next point, SO2, CO2, NH3. Their critical temperatures are high. Therefore, we can say that these are the gases which can be easily liquefied. Okay. Second point which is important, that is your effect of temperature. What will be the effect of temperature on the solubility of gases in liquid? Now again, we are going to have the two types of the reactions, or you can say temperature. First is the exothermic. Now, if you are going to have the exothermic process, then in particular process we say solubility of a gas is going to increase with increase in the temperature. Solubility of gas is going to increase with increase in temperature. Another factor which is a very important factor and from the factor from which we can expect a question, that is your effect of pressure. Now effect of pressure, we say the solubility of gas is going to increase with increase in pressure. Now in this particular, mark it as a important, as we expect a 2 marks question from here. That is what the, in this we are having the Henry's law. अब what is this Henry's law? Henry's law क्या है? It is the mass of gas dissolved per unit volume of the solvent at the constant temperature is directly proportional to the pressure of gas in equilibrium with the solution. That is what mass of a gas which is being dissolved in the per unit volume of solvent. It is directly proportional to the pressure of a gas which is at the equilibrium with the solution. So this is equal to the Kp. Here K is the constant. Now this law was further explained by the Dalton. Dalton said that according to the Dalton, he said mole fraction of gas in the solution is proportional to the partial pressure of the gas over the solution. A mole fraction is what? If we are going to consider the Dalton's law, according to the Dalton's law, it will be what? X is directly proportional to the P, that is the pressure. So X is going to be equal to the Kp. K dash, I have kept it over here K dash. Why? It is again what? It is again the constant. And we say that this reciprocal of this is equal to the Kh, you can say. And Kh is what? It is a Henry's constant. So therefore, what we can write down over here? क्या लिख सकते हैं हम? equal to the P, and 1 upon K dash is equal to the Henry's constant, that is your KH, into mole fraction equal to the P. P is the pressure. This was according to the Dalton's theory. Now, what are the characteristics of this Henry's constant? Characteristics of Henry's constant are what? All gases have a different value of KH. जितनी भी gases हैं, they all are going to have the different values of the Henry's constant. Second point, it says that KH, that is your Henry's constant at the same temperature remains constant, and if you are going to increase the temperature, it increases with it. Okay. Third, your Henry's constant is inversely proportional to the solubility. Okay, means that जितनी ज़्यादा KH की वैल्यू होगी उतना ही कम solubility होगा. For example, we take carbon dioxide. In the case of carbon dioxide, Henry constant is equal to the 1.67 K bar. And in the case of a helium, your Henry constant is equal to the 144.97 bar. So we can say that this helium is having the higher value of KH, therefore it is less soluble than the carbon dioxide. Got it? अब यहाँ पे we have one question. Please note down that question. Why aquatic animals are not comfortable in warm water? Yes. Give me this answer.
मैम सॉल्युबिलिटी इंक्रीज हो जाती है डिक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर से.
Solub फिर से बोलना हर्षित.
मैम ऑक्सीजन की सॉल्युबिलिटी इंक्रीज हो जाती है विद डिक्रीज ऑफ टेम्परेचर.
Yes, you can say vice versa case, solubility of the oxygen decreases with increase in temperature. इस केस में आप लोग याद रखिएगा कि ऑक्सीजन का KH is equal to the 34.86 bar at 293 Kelvin, and its KH is equal to the 46.82 bar at 303 Kelvin temperature. So it means that oxygen solubility decreases with increase in the temperature. 1 marks question, we can expect this. After this, इसमें देखो whatever the question we are going to expect, we are going to expect on the basis of the Henry's law only. Limitations of the Henry's law. Now, what are the limitations of this Henry's law? We say that if your pressure is low, so we are going to say because at high pressure KH value show a lot of deviation. Then temperature should not be. Second is temperature should not be low. Then third point, gas is not highly soluble. Why? Because if so, then it is going to dissolve with the solvent molecule, and when it is going to dissolve with the solvent molecule, it is going to show the deviation. Fourth point is what? That gas should not react chemically with the gas should not be reactive chemically. Okay. Now, what are the applications? What could be the applications of this Henry's law? The first application of this Henry's law is what? That is your aerated drinks. जितने भी आपके soft drinks होते हैं या soda water होते हैं, in that particular case, what we do that we increase the solubility of the carbon dioxide in that aerated drinks, and the bottle is always sealed under a high pressure. जो भी आपकी ये कोक फैंटा स्प्राइट आती है, in that case what we do that carbon dioxide को we just increase the solubility of the carbon dioxide and we seal the bottles at a very high pressure. Then another case is what? That is your scuba divers. Scuba divers के case में we say that scuba divers we say that they cope with a very high concentration of the dissolved gas while breathing air at high pressure underwater. जैसे जैसे pressure increase होगा, वैसे वैसे what is going to happen? Your solubility is going to increase of the atmospheric gases in the blood. Now when the divers come towards the surface, तो pressure क्या होगा? It is going to gradually decrease, जिसकी वजह से जो dissolved gases हैं, they are going to be the formation of the bubbles of nitrogen in the blood. And when there is a bubbles of nitrogen in the blood, what is going to happen? They are going to block